are now today coincide. It's the same reality, it's just a different day. We living in the same reality. We dealing with the same realities and conflicts and confrontations that God, Allah, dealt with back then. We got to ask ourselves, how did He overcome those? Because that's the solution. We overcome it the same way. We rise above our emotions into the thinking of who? God. So I sit there and I hear certain things and I know I got to rise above my emotions into the thinking of God. Hold my tongue. Because a lot of times brothers will sit there and they can't hold their tongue. And it's not difficult. Allah Shah taught me two things: decorum and etiquette. Love to God. I'm going to give y'all some history. We was in the belly together. That's where I met the God. I came from Southport to Fishkill. Fishkill was a dead planet when I got there. I had just knowledge sound in the box at Southport. So I'm hungry. I'm in Fishkill starving. I come to the yard, I hear Allah Shah. You know, that sound got magnetic in it. As soon as I heard, that's God. He wasn't talking mad, but he was, just his decorum and etiquette told me that's Allah. So I said, peace. I said, peace. We start building. The God started teaching me. Just me and him over in the corner. I'm running to the yard to get with the God. I mean, I got his brain in it, mine in the headlock. You ain't going nowhere. We in the corner. Before you know it, brothers is, strolling yard, they listening. Like I said, that sound got magnetic. They was attracted. So they stopping, they little distance from here to there initially, but slowly but surely they creeping, and we peeping. The God said, watch this. Before you know it, we got 6, 7. Here come the devil. Only 6 to a group. All right, fine. We break off, go over here. Y'all build, okay, I go over here. God got the rest of them over there. Before you know it, we got like 4 or 5 ciphers. And what happened? The brother that ran home, Islam, the brother added on and said, listen, because they respected. He said, listen, y'all ain't got to go through this. Y'all ain't got to deal with that. Come upstairs. They got a class upstairs. You can use our class. God, when I tell you we went upstairs, made dollars born, before you know it, we like 25 and 30 every class. Just showing the proof and the power of God. Like, the wisdom of God is a beautiful thing because it borns reality wherever it's seen and heard. It borns a reality of who and what we are. You know what I'm saying? And people are attracted to that. When we come together like this, one thing that's disturbed, like, listen, we're God. Wisdom, God, born. Where are the wisdoms? Where the God's wisdoms at? And we know they born the best part. If they come, who's going to come the best part? The babies. This room should be full of women and babies. Because I see enough God. Where are the women and the babies? Because a lot of the difficulties that we going through now, through the knowledge. Knowledge must go through wisdom to produce what? The best part of any and everything. Where the wisdom at? That we going through to produce the best part. Not just, when I say the best part, of course I mean the babies, but I'm talking about the best part in terms of a place for us after today to build these parliaments and add on with the showing people everything. Don't think we're going to do it all by ourselves, man. We have to go through that wisdom. We have to. We have to, man. Wisdom is the way. You want to see the sweet flow of living mathematics? Look at your wisdom. Because if she ain't flowing right, it ain't flowing right.
That's right.
If you ain't right exact, she gonna show and prove by the way she responds to you. I know I wasn't right exactly. Her wisdom was on me. Got it right now. Got it right now. Because I'm determined to get to the best part. Determined, man. And we all got to be determined to get to the best part. And we got to know how to do that, man. That's all I want to see. That's all I want to see. I'm here. I'm going to add on any and every way I can. And with that, I say peace.
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 I'm listening to
You can keep your name,
everybody talk. A lot of things I see, and a lot of brothers is on the point. We are our Lord.
Yes.
We can't keep going back. We bear witness to the Father, but we are our Lord. Take your proper space in this universe. You are the sole controller now. You are in charge now. You don't depend on he said that, he said that. What are you saying? Our Lord. The black man is our Lord. Quote that first degree. We are Lord. Start being responsible for the nation. Stop talking about what somebody ain't doing and talk about what you is doing. That's all Lord. I ain't God. No offense, but they God is listening. Knowledge ain't going through wisdom. Knowledge manifests wisdom. Wisdom comes from knowledge. Little thing, and everybody swear they know. I know my lesson. Show me understanding. Show me understanding. I know that. Yo, God, you know that brother? He was down since 1964. Do that brother know me? Why I gotta know him? We dealing with favoritism, prestige. When God said it back, we gotta get it together. You wanna know why the place is the way it is now? We don't even like each other. You got God to say, I don't like that brother. A lot of them say that about me, and I don't even care. I build in order to be born. It's God that got things going that y'all don't even know about. Because they ain't bragging about it, they ain't doing nothing. But they're bragging about it and still ain't getting nothing done. Well, God born men, independent. Show your independence. The father raised a son. That son become a father. Only thing y'all can do about what he did. Some of y'all can't even walk in that man's shoes yet. Y'all always talking about who y'all are. Some of y'all don't even obey his teachings, but talk about who he was. And want to know him. You know how I know him? I might have seen that man 5 times in my whole entire life. I learned it from those who he taught. They taught me. And you know how I know they was right? I heard what he said. I heard what they said. I said, oh, that coincides. That sounds just like the man. God said, don't fight this. Wow, that God told me that? I heard the Lord say that. Everybody want to be God instead of being God. You are the greatest thing on the planet Earth. You're God. I don't care. He don't like me. He don't like me. I don't care. It's time to take these dislikes and become brothers. Born the root of them instead of being other than your own self. If we can't make it happen, we ain't who the hell we say we are. I'm raising money for this. Man, get the money. Go get it. Oh, that can't be done. Then you ain't God, because there's nothing God can't do. Minds come together and create. We ain't got paper in here. Go get our own. Now God told me to talk. I can show you how. But will you listen? Will you listen? In reality, you think he is. He think he know everything. I know certain things. That's right on the money. Get paid. Learn how to hustle. God wasn't no crybaby. While y'all crying about money. We don't know how to make money? Grown men. We ain't talking about the 13 to 12-year-old and 9 and 10-year-old. We talking about grown men that don't know how to go get money. What y'all listening to? Not Allah. Not him. Because he went and got everything. the school, the helicopter ride, Fia mentioned in Apollo. Allah did it by himself. But we can't even do it together. Then you learn and tell God, get money. No, God, I ain't giving you nothing. Get it yourself. Let's build together and put it together and it become a whole lot. Stop begging. God wasn't no beggar. We say true and living God. What do the word true mean? The true and living God. Not the true and talking God, but the true and what? Living God. Living describes the activities of life. Being active in life, that means you're living. See this man. A lot of them guys from back, they were teaching. I don't care how many fell on the wayside, but they was teaching. And they taught better than half of you people teaching today. Because of what they folks were, they brought babies to violence. A bunch of them. We're playing one. A bunch of them. Some of them fell victim to drugs. Some of them fell victim to this. Some of them fell victim to that. But guess what? They built at the time of their existence. What are we doing in our history? We are writing history right now.
Yeah.
We are writing a new Quran right now. We are writing it. Everything we do is being recorded. By the world. The world is looking at us. You think we are just looking at each other? The whole wide world is looking at the coming of the God in the United States of America. The lost and found. We're supposed to come out with great substance. Go back to Genesis. Be coming out with great substance. How you gonna come out with great substance if you ain't got substance? In order to add on, you gotta have something to add. Then you get a God thing, or that God thing he did, but he got that. I ain't got nothing. But what we can get together. And I guarantee you, I know how to get us together and get some money. But we all gotta be what? In agreement. In agreement. You want to jump God's mind? Do you know your lesson? Do you know yours? Get the job done. What about he don't know it? You gonna stop building? You know what? I come out of school. I seen a God ask another God a lesson. The father walked over and said, leave him alone. As much as given, as much as required. If you ain't never gave that man nothing, he ain't required to give you nothing. As much as given, as much as required. You asking him something you know he don't know it. But you trying to raise up off him, make yourself look good by messing with him. And that's what a lot of brothers do today. God asked me one day, God, what's a day's degree? I don't like how you're talking to me. Don't you come to me like that, man. Just ask me the lesson. What's that day's degree? Who the hell do you think you're talking to? And guess what? He didn't know it. He didn't know it. But he was trying to shine on me. Oh, I got black reality. I got him. Oh, man, I bombed that brother and that. Now you feel good. Now I taught him. I raised him. I bombed him. That's a damn bomb. Yo, God, the earth wants to speak. I'm going to try to keep me something. I got to die a little bit more. I got a lot of gods that talk to you. You don't know him. Stop talking about him.
All right.
And go learn about him. Go learn about it. Y'all don't know him. Y'all don't. That's a fact. But at least learn. How do you learn about a father? By the fruit he bear. That's how you tell the truth. That's what you tell a tree, by the fruit it bear. Come listen sometime, man. You ain't gotta like me, but listen to me. Do I make sense? Do I sound right? Or I'm just a brother that run my mouth. Some of y'all just run yours. It ain't all about us coming together. It's us being together. Say we come and we still don't be. Be need to exist. We must exist together. And like I said earlier, some of y'all don't even like each other, man. Y'all better get out of that. But guess what? I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to be in your face every day and don't care if you don't like me. But I guarantee I know mine. We can find out anytime. I know mine. And I know how to get us all together. We all must do it as one. You hope to live to see the day the gods take them off this planet. Yes, I fast and pray, Allah. Some of y'all that don't pray, I fast and pray. And I live to see that day. That all of us become brothers, man. One. And I guarantee you, the devil died in one day when we will all come one. That one destroyed everything. And the devil is not ruling now. We ruling ourselves by lack of knowledge, by lack of activity of being righteous. That's what's ruling us now. Ignorance, stupidity, not liking each other, hatred, and all that. That's what's ruling. The devil's time been expired. How you gonna give him more time than Allah gave him? You're not doing your job. The reason you see him ruling overnight. In one day I destroy him, and that day I got the knowledge of myself rightfully, exactly, without mistakes, pure knowledge. That's Allah, man. Allah pure with the knowledge. But guess what? Allah manifested things too that he apologized for. When Mama told me he didn't make mistakes. I don't know how many of y'all know about the time him and Justice had it. He supposed to punch Justice in the face. God went into school, but his law came back out and apologized to Justice. Because regardless of what y'all think, that was his main man. When the law went home, they shitted on Justice. Talked to him any kind of way they wanted to talk to him.
Yeah, they did.
Justice taught me a lot. Justice taught me a lot. That's how I know he was a law man. But y'all talk about the fight Allah and Justice had. None of y'all talk about when Allah came out and apologized. Talk about that. Me and the God have beef. Y'all talk about the beef. Y'all ain't never talk about me and the God getting back together. Everybody, y'all feed on wrong. You feed on negativity. How you gonna get positive, man? If you don't make it, you the maker. Shut up, reality. I got this to go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get it going. Let's get it building. Let's get it rolling. Oh, it's supreme, man. And we say we that, are we living? I am the true, I'm gonna say it again, and living God. Not talking. You have to live what you say out. Not talking. Some of y'all the greatest talkers in the world. But when it comes to living it, I don't see it. I don't see it. I ain't saying it don't exist, but show me. What I lesson say, show it through. Seen and heard. For he's the all I see. If I don't see it, it don't exist. Peace.
Peace, man.
Peace.
For those who don't know me, my name is Valerie. Check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Y'all can hear me? I can stand keys. For those who don't know me, I don't like this. I'm loud. I'm loud. All right, one more time. My name is Bontasia. For those that don't know me, I'm taught by Firstborn Prince of Law, who is my law. We're here today on this Wisdom God Day, and I'm going to show up what the law is to me on the earth perspective. We talk about the law, the founder. He lived and died before my mother was even conceived with me, which was the greatest thing of her life. So, Firstborn Prince was my law. How was he my law? He was my law because before he spoke to me, in his first year coming home, he saw me at a Medina rally in the Children's Day. I know what that was back then. And he watched me for a whole rally before he even spoke to me. And the reason he said he chose me was because I got a lot of that shit with me. And anybody who finds the word shit disrespectful or whatever, I was taught a curse is somebody who doesn't have knowledge of self, not a word. So, he taught me, and there was nothing romantic between us. There was no, I never have a memory of that man looking at my body. I never have a memory of that man having a conversation with me that I felt uncomfortable. He gave me pure knowledge from mouth to my ear, Jews that I'm very selective of giving upon. And Born Justice has some of them. God Allah Shah has some of them, because Firstborn Prince gave it up like that in his timeline for those who didn't have the privilege of knowing that man. And under his teachings, I was able to further my education. When that man taught me, I was on public assistance. I didn't even have a high school diploma or equivalency. I didn't even have ambition. I didn't even know what the word goal meant. I didn't even know what it meant to aspire to do things. I stand before you today, 50 years old, with a bachelor's of science under my belt, with a career where I'm making my age, and I'm good at my job. I'm real good at my job. I serve the biker community, which is mentally ill, chemically addicted. Got a lot of that training here. And it's no disrespect to nobody, because people are who they are. People need to be who they are. So firstborn Prince told me I should always have aspirations. I should always have goals. When I complete one goal, I should aspire to have 5 more goals. That's how that man is, my love. And the one most important thing, he showed me love. I never knew what love was until firstborn Prince loved me. And I didn't even realize how much that man loved me till 6 years after him returning to the essence. And I was thinking about things. I said, damn, what a beautiful hell I must have been to that man. He's 25 years older than me. For him to have a young female in front of him that he couldn't tamper with in no shape, form, or fashion other than being righteous, other than being simple. And all she wanted from him was to know what it was to be taught by the man who started this. And I asked tons of questions every day. And he would answer, or as ridiculous as he might have thought those questions was, he took the time and entertained all my BS and made me do things for wasting his time with the BS. So I had to feed pigeons. I had to feed Buddha and Monday. So I also want to take it back to why we here. A lot of people here say they walked with the Father, they knew the Father, but I'm going to ask a simple question. How many people ever saw a picture of Allah? Nobody? You saw a picture? In the picture of Allah. In the picture of Allah. What you saw in that picture? I'm going to get to you, brother.
I seen truth and righteousness. I seen a man who had so much power just from the position that he was in. My eyes understood the knowledge that I had.
That was a little higher than what I wanted, but I appreciate you, and I see your mind. But on a physical realm, what was in the picture with Allah? Or who? Babies. Anybody else? Anybody else has a mind?
It was you.
Huh?
You was in the picture. The signs of everything in life.
I want some simple answers. Babies was the answer I was looking for. Nobody ever saw a picture of Allah with women? Because I have a few. I have one in front of the law school. He got like 6 women around him. I have another picture of him dancing. He got a little drink, shorty. They look like they having a good time. Go ahead, Yes. Yes. Thank you.
Young folks.
Yes.
White people.
Yes. He had politicians with him. He had babies with him. He had women. Now, I'm not here to bust no God bubble, and I'm not here to talk like I think I'm better than anybody, because I'm with my family right now.
Okay.
But I wouldn't be your family if I wouldn't want to see improvement. So, Allah was with a lot of women, babies, and politicians. How many women are in attendance here today?
Born God.
How
That
many
chain's
women
broken.
how many babies are here in attendance today? I see a lot of brothers together, and brotherly love is a beautiful thing. But Allah said, be better than me. That's what I was told. Allah always said, be better than me. So how we being better if the whole universe is not seen here?
You say greater. You say better. You say greater.
Yes. So your women, your children, that's good that you're teaching them at home. That's a beautiful thing. Let's not knock that, but let's start aspiring more. At this day and time, we've been around so long, we should be holding stadiums. There should be a person, I don't know the title, but the person who interprets in sign language, there should be that here. Just because you can't hear doesn't mean you're not God. Doesn't mean you're not God. Allah is manifested from the lowest to the highest. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? So we should be seeing everything in here. It should be wheelchairs in here, walkers in here. It should be all types of women, all types of men. They should be doctors, administrators, nurses, cremators. These are not things that we're talking about in one degree and one. That's it. We should be doing more. We should be doing more because right now, I don't know how y'all feel, but I feel like we're in a state of emergency. The expiration date of the law school is coming up. I should be able to see that in my lifetime. And that's going to be a fucked up day. That's going to be a horrible day in my history. Because I can't fathom the memory of not, imagery of not going to 2122 7th Ave. I can't fathom that. If I'm alive and that's that day, that might be the day I expire. Because that's a horrible thought. And we're here in a few months gathering $1,000 because we don't have it. I don't have it. I pay almost $1,300 in rent by myself. I don't have a gun. I don't have children. I don't get a tax return. I'm lucky if I see $50 on the tax return because I don't have to pay that. And I'm stuck in that middle category where 1 penny will tip me over. So I'm not looking forward to doing my taxes and getting my come up and go. That's not the life I live. And I'm happy for those that do have that. I'm just not of that. So we are in a critical state. And I don't know how accurate the information was that was given to me, but I was told those 3 plots of land are less than $500,000 to purchase. And with all of us of these great minds, we don't have these 3 plots of land together? Do you mean to tell me that I live in a day and time where Allah's not showing and proving His power? Is this what I fast and pray for? Because I was taught that the black woman is the only Muslim. So is this what I get up and I go to school and I go to work and I teach that the black man is God? So we could come together and ask for $1 for 50 cents? This is where we are? When there was a time in my history, I couldn't even go to the law school. When there was a time in my history where there was no hot water. Come on, we got to do better. We are in a state of emergency. Allah didn't put that school together for this. Allah did not put that school together for us to worship Him. And I say it confidently because I'm taught by His 3rd student. So I say that with confidence. We're supposed to have more. We're supposed to have greater. And I'm going to tell you something. If you're not dancing, playing a sport, getting money, looking fashionable, you're not going to attract no youth. You're not going to attract the youth. The youth don't want to hear this shit. The youth need to see things. Babies need tangible things. They don't need dreams and dragging them along. No, that's not how this knowledge goes. That's not how firstborn Prince gave this to me. And that's not how I'm going to give it to nobody. And because of the state that we're in, I didn't even bring nobody. I drop a jewel, go. Listen, the black man is God, the black woman is earth. Babies are the greatest, the white man's the devil. That's what I give them. You want to know more? 2122 7th Ave. That's how I give it up right now. Okay. Because of the state we in. That's enough. You know what I mean? The state we in. I don't want to bring them. They go to the bathroom is crazy. Nah. We kings and queens. The mother and father of civilization. I don't know what y'all do with that, but I hold that tight. I know my man right here always hold it tight. I'll pick on him every time I leave. But, you know what I mean? We got to come up. We got to come up. We got to come up. This can't be like this. Renting a space for $1 a year, paying taxes. We're not generating money. It's $500,000 for those 3 plots. Those 3 plots of land, $500,000. And we only got 1 part generating $3 grand? I don't know about y'all, but that math ain't mathing. I'm not a mathematician. I'm I'm not a mathematician by trade, but those numbers don't add up to me. And I don't want to be the brightest crayon in the box. I know I'm not the bright, but that don't add up to me. So this state of emergency, I'm getting on y'all guys like y'all got to do better. Y'all got all these high standards of what's the expectations of the earth and all of this, and that's a beautiful thing, having expectations. I'm not knocking nobody's desires, but what are you bringing to the table? Are you somebody who can only generate $20 a day, but you want a woman that's Beyonce, that's hitting bills, that don't need you for nothing, but you can't do nothing? You can't even bring peace into her life? You can't even put a smile on her face? But you know what I mean? You can knock her after you water her. After you water her, she done served her purpose, and now she can't come around the garden. And this is the type of cycle we have right here. Because you done used her, you depleted the earth of all its resources, and now there's nothing left. And what we got here today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 8. We got 8 females against all of y'all. Again, I'm not the brightest crayon in the box, but that ain't mathing to me. If we all just agree, the pictures, the imageries we saw of love, he had babies, he had women, he had politicians. I don't see one politician in here. If there is, can he or she make themselves known so I can see? As I thought. So where are we, Almighty? In this state of emergency, we gonna stay like this to 2063 when the school is no longer ours, and now we don't have no place to go, and we're resorted to churches where we have to beg and deal training and uphold their rules and regulations? Is this the state of emergency of God's contentment? Oh, all right. So everybody says once we know better, we do better. So everybody in here